Did you know that global franchise restaurants have special menu options that are not available in the United States? In this series, we're going to recreate those items so you can try them at home too. Hello everyone! In this episode of our Around the World series, we're going to make gravy Tatos from Hungry Jack's in Australia. Ever heard of either? I had not. Hungry Jack is the name of Burger King in Australia. Since there was already a place called Burger King, they needed a different name. And gravy Tatos? Well, it's mashed potato with gravy already inside that's then deep fried. Let's get started. First, we're going to make gravy. In a medium pot, add 450 grams of beef broth. I'm using already made beef broth, but we'll add a little extra flavor with half an onion and some carrot. Move to the stove. Simmer for 30 minutes, then strain the broth and measure. Next, we're going to make roux. This is what will thicken our broth into a gravy. We had 265 grams of broth, so calculations say we will need 80 grams of roux to thicken it to very thick gravy. In a small pan, add 40 grams of butter and melt it. Then add 40 grams of flour, stir it to make a paste, then keep stirring and cooking for 5 minutes, or until it smells almost like popcorn. Then carefully add in the broth while continuing to stir. Then cook for 20 minutes to cook out the flour taste. After 20 minutes, season with salt, pepper, and MSG to taste. Once tasty, we need to form it and let it cool until it's solid. In the meantime, we will make mashed potatoes. Here I have a few Yukon Gold potatoes, but any baking potato will work. Begin by peeling and washing your potatoes, then cutting them into equal pieces. Smaller they are, the faster they cook. Cover them in cold water and boil until they are easily pierced by a fork. After the potatoes are cooked, drain and mash with butter and salt to taste. Once well mashed and seasoned, it needs to cool for about 30 minutes so it won't melt the gravy when we form the gravy Tatos. Once everything has a chance to cool, we will start the assembly by cutting the gravy into squares. As you can see, it got really firm, exactly what we want. Next, scoop out some potato and flatten it in your hand. Then add a piece of the gravy, cover it with the potato, and shape into a ball. Try to keep them small, but make sure the gravy is covered well. Now bread them. First flour, then egg wash, and finally breadcrumbs. Repeat until everything is breaded, then it's time to fry. Bring a medium pot of oil up to 165 degrees Celsius or about 325 Fahrenheit and gently drop in the gravy Tatos. Fry until they are golden brown and warm through. About 5 minutes. Be careful, they will try to explode. If you see them cracking, remove them immediately. If not, it's a giant mess, trust me. Once they are all golden brown and delicious looking, plate them up and time to taste our gravy Tatos. As you can see, the gravy stayed pretty solid even after frying. Unexpected but not bad. It melts in your mouth and tastes exactly like what you think fried mashed potato and gravy would taste like. Gravy Tatos, a great finger food for any occasion. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned to see what will we cook next.